raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit.
Here's a EBITCAM, EBITCAM. It's an IP camera, and it's available on Amazon. It does not come with a SD card, but it has an SD card slot. It has a reset button. It has a Ethernet jack. It has a power slot. It does come with a power adapter. And the AC adapter is rated for, and it's 5 volts out, 120 milliamps. So this charger is about the same as a phone charger. Comes with a very nice cable. You have some mounting screws come with it. Directions, a cover. I assume the cover is for your mounting screws. So on the bottom, you can see that there's a place to mount the camera. This hole in the middle is a standard size hole. You could probably stick this on like a tripod for a regular camera, such as a DSLR camera. But the intent here is that you're going to take this camera and mount it on the wall somewhere. So you bolt this on the wall like this with the fins away from the wall, and then you bring the camera up to that wall, and this will slide in, and then you turn it to lock it in place. And that's how you mount the camera on the wall. So when I figure out where I would like to mount this camera, I will go ahead and do that. It has a speaker right here. It's got some lights in the front. It appears it may actually have a Wi-Fi capability because it has that little Wi-Fi symbol there. But I'm not 100% sure if that's the case or not. We'll find out here when I read the directions. So I read the directions, and the camera appears to be set up through an app, which I can download. So I will go ahead and get the camera plugged in the wall and download the app from my iPad. I found the app in the App Store. I had a shortcut to download the app, but I just searched for it. And it wants to have some notifications, which I'm just going to go ahead and allow. And then it wants me to sign up. And since I've never used this camera before, I'll go ahead and sign up. So I've signed in, and I have no cameras attached. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus mark. And this is a PTZ camera. So now it wants me to go find the bottom of the camera and scan the code on the bottom of the camera. So as you can see, it's telling me where the code's at. I'll set my iPad down and flip the camera over, show you where the code is, but then I have to actually do this with a here. So I'll go ahead, take this, and it found it. So I'm going to go ahead and add, and it's asking me whether I want to do Wi-Fi or if I want to do, and of course I want to do Ethernet, so I'm going to tap the Ethernet button here. So now it's saying make sure the power cable is plugged in and finish booting. Now it wants me to hold the reset button. It says did not hear the voice. Well, let's try it again. Push the reset button. Release it.
Waiting for receiving the wireless config information.
Okay, now I'm going to put my Wi-Fi password in, which I really don't want to show you guys. Next button.
Connecting to the router. Please wait for a moment. Connecting to the server. Please wait for a moment. Config successfully.
Okay, so now it's bringing me up a device number. It says, please change your password. And I'm not going to record the password I put in. You guys don't get that lucky. And we're going to call it, probably call it living room. Looks like I get to pick a location. Thinking Eastern time. There we go. Your time zone may vary. So I've successfully added the camera, and here I am in my living room being spied on by myself. So I can click on the camera, and it wants to know if I want to upgrade it. It also asked me about whether I wanted to activate the microphone, and I went ahead and allowed it. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Hit online upgrade, optimize the upgrade. Okay, and now we wait for the factory radio to be updated. Successful, restart the device. It says restarting, please visit again later. I just heard a click, device is offline. Flashing, can't really tell from here. It just made a noise. I believe the camera's probably back online. However, the app hasn't seen it yet. It's probably reconnecting to the server. As we recall, during the normal setup, that server connection took upward of about 4 minutes. And there we go. We now have the camera on our iPad, and I'm staring myself in the face. So, with that, we should be able to move the camera. So as you see, I just moved the camera up. I can now see myself better. So if we can pinch in, yep, we can zoom in. And you see that very handsome man sitting there looking at the camera. So now I can look at the camera and record myself, and you can actually see me on my iPad. Very confusing, very, very confusing. So pretty cool though. So I'm gonna go ahead and aim this over here towards the camera, zoom in so you can see the camera. So as you can see with the camera, when you swipe the screen, the camera actually moves. So that's panning, up and down is tilt. And then when you pinch the screen, it zooms in. There's no actual motion for the zoom, so you can't actually see that.